But when you look at how much, I mean, when you look at these rallies and you see how much candidates are expending on, you know, on touring, on campaigns, how easy is it really for them to accept defeat?
Personally, you see, it is not the money that is the problem, because you spend money, this money comes and goes. You get the money, you spend it, you get another money, you spend it. So it is not the expenditure that is the issue, but the sincerity of the exercise. If the exercise is conducted sincerely and truthfully, honestly, then we will have no problem. After all, everybody is doing it for the country. It is for Nigeria. But where you do these things and then you threaten people, you threaten Nigerians, you threaten the international community, and when the president was asked the other day in this candidate that, will you accept result, will you accept defeat? If you are declared, would you accept defeat? He didn't say you. He said, didn't you see what I did in the crowd that came in Lokoja this morning? Also wait and see the crowds that I will bring in the rest of the campaign. That is to tell you that he will not accept defeat. When Atiku was asked the same question, Atiku said he will accept defeat. After all, is it the first time he was defeated? So it is not with PDP. The problem is not with PDP. It has never been with PDP. The problem has always been with the APC and with the president.
Now, for you, I mean, this is a personal question. For you, what issues, why do you support Atiku Abubakar? Are you just a member of the PDP because, I mean, are you supporting him because you're a member of the PDP and you will support whichever candidate is thrown up by your party? Or precisely why do you support him? No,
it's not the issue of my party, you know, because there was a time that I supported President Buhari. There was a time, as a member of the PDP, I supported President Buhari. You see, for me...
When was that time?
2011. You see, President Buhari said that if there is, let me put it here, if there is any Nigerian, and President Buhari knows, if there is any Nigerian that is responsible for laying down the foundation of President Buhari's fourth attempt and victory, is me. I'm putting this, if there is any Nigerian, and mark my word, and President Buhari knows, that laid down the very foundation of his fourth attempt and victory, it's me. On the 13th of April, 2011, when Buhari was closing his presidential campaign under the CPC, he said two things, and I'm sure you remember. He said, if we go to the election on the 16th, and he was declared defeated, he said, one, neither him nor his political party would challenge the outcome of the result at the Presidential Election Tribunal. Correct? Two, that 2011 will be his third and final time, that he will never contest again. Yet, CPC went to tribunal. And in each of the sitting of the tribunal, President Buhari never failed to attend. Two, Buhari contested again. How? What happened? How and why did CPC go to tribunal? How and why did President Buhari contest the election? The answer is Dr. Umar Ardo, and Buhari knows it. Everybody knows it. At least those who are private to it, they know.
In other words...
And I wrote a book on that.
In other words, you supported the CPC once?
Yeah, you see, for me, let me tell you, there are three kinds of loyalty to me. One, the primary loyalty, which is to the nation. Two, secondary loyalty, which is to the party. And three, tertiary loyalty, which is to the person. When I was convinced that Nigeria was going into a serious drill and it could, it could crunch, I decided to do what I did. So this is
so you want so, and now you're looking at the person because you seem to know both men very well.
Of course. I was Atiku's advisor on research and strategy. I was his advisor on state and local. Between 1999 to 2003, I was his assistant, his special assistant, states and local government.
When did you support President Buhari?
In 2011 to 2015.
Why?
When he said that he will not go to tribunal and he will not contest again. So I knew, you see.
But just sorry, I'm sorry we do not have time for explanation. Why now do you support one over the other? Why do you support Vice President Atiku over President Buhari?
Because I have come to the realization that Buhari is not the kind of person that I thought he was.
Okay, well, somebody will say you're a member of the PDP, so you're entitled to your opinions. But we have to thank you most kindly for coming on Sunrise Daily this morning. Dr. Umar Ardo, you're a member of the PDP and also the Executive Secretary, Alternative Policy Perspectives and Strategy. Thank you for coming on Sunrise Daily.
Thank you.
Well, the program continues about now in Lagos. Chamberlain?
Well, yes, we did invite the APC representative to join us in Lagos, but unfortunately, I think he says, well, the rains contributed to him not being able to make it. Well, yes, it's raining in Lagos at the moment. So we'll look forward to having him much later. That will have to be next week. But, you know, at the moment, several endorsements going on. We did bring you some of them. In fact, let's go through that again. We did let you know that this group, the Citizen Forum, the convener, Professor Wale Soyinka, has put up a statement that they have adopted Kingsley Moghalu as their presidential candidate. So that means they'll be throwing their support behind him, not the two leading parties. So he will be getting their votes.
Of course, that's after he said none of the two leading candidates would get his votes.
Yep. But that's not the only one that's supporting anyone. You have more.
Yeah, the vice president, former vice president, Atiku Abubakar, also has the backing of a faction of red card movement. They have also decided that, look, that's the guy we're going with. So,
and then, you know, the president himself also has some endorsements because the SDP decided to endorse the president adopt him as their candidate. But, you know, the thing about this is that some people say, look, what then happens of their presidential candidate, Donald Duke, even though they say, well, Jerry Garner has gone to court, so that leaves them in some sort of situation. But some lawyers also say, but you know what they say about the party being the one to field candidates.
Yeah.
In the case of the ADP, when Dr. Ezekwesili pulled out, at that time, INEC responded. So is INEC going to speak on this kind of scenarios? Who knows? All right. So at the moment, we can't take them now because of the time, but we need to acknowledge that emails, we had quite a number not long ago who they responded concerning electricity supply. Some of them spoke about the genetically modified crops, and Uju Okeke, Okolo, Tony, a number of you did send in your messages, Ubi as well, but Ambrose Ubi, thank you all for those comments. So that's the show for the week. We do thank you all for sending in your comments. Do keep them coming. Don't forget, next week is the big week. We'll be here as well. Thank you for watching today. I'm Chamberlain Uso.
And I'm Ayo. Mike, and have a wonderful weekend.
Well, I can't believe it's Friday already, but thank God it's Friday. I'm Maokwe Ogun Yusuf.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on this program are those of the maker and do not reflect the views, opinions, and endorsement of Channels Television.